Hey everyone, it's T and I'm back again with another video for you guys. I thought that I would do a quick video on something that's just been puzzling me, and I figured why not go to my YouTube fam and figure this out together, because you guys have great minds and you always seem to figure out stuff I don't. And so I was like, well, duh, ask them. So here I am. So I was reading in A Clash of Kings, because y'all know that's my favorite book out of the series. But in A Clash of Kings, chapter 53, it's a John chapter where he's ranging with Corran. He just let Ingrid go, and he's having a wolf dream. Now, my perception of a wolf dream, and like I said, I could be wrong, so if I am, just let me know, because once again, I'm trying to figure this out, and because I'm having a little trouble figuring it out, I'm making a video for you guys to help me out. Anywho, so when my perception is that when you have a wolf dream, that you are slipping, that when you're asleep, your conscious is slipping into your wolf at present time. This also happened with Arya when she slips into Nymeria, and this also happens to Bran while he's in his coma and while he's out of his coma. So at this moment in the story, Bran doesn't have these powers yet, which leads me to think that there is some type of time traveling going on. We've seen in Bran's last chapter in A Dance with the Dragons where he's learning how to go through the tree, and he's learned how to see visions. He's tried to speak to his fathers twice. We already know he spoke to Theon once. So Bran has some very extraordinary powers, but I think Bran's powers are more than what we might perceive them to be, meaning that Bran is a true green seer and really strong. We're thinking about, he could bring down the wall, but it seems like this dude can sprout out as a were tree from just like a little sprout, which I thought was interesting. So in this dream, this wolf dream, Ghost is really sad. He's missing his pack mates. He can't find their scent, and it's also pretty interesting in the text that it says that he's looking for his brothers and his sister, implying that he must know that Lady is not alive anymore, which is pretty sad. But he's howling because he misses wolf packs, trying to find them, and then he hears a whisper, but a very clear, distinct, that said John. Once again, John is in Ghost. So it's interesting, and Bran knows he's inside there. Another reason why it's just this chapter kind of puzzled me, and why I need you guys' help. So I'm curious to how can Bran, if this is a wolf dream and it's present time, how can Bran sprout out from a rock into a weirwood tree? And then within this weirwood tree, he's telling Ghost is circling around trying to get his scent. He smells the earth, he smells the tree, he smells the wolf, he smells the boy, and then he smells death. And when he smells death, his hair sticks out, and he's borrowing his teeth. And that's when Bran's like, no, don't be afraid of the dark, which is a lesson that Blood Raven did tell him, is to not be afraid of dark. And then he goes on to say, I love the dark. People can't see me, but I can see them. And then in Ghost is John, that's in Ghost, is thinking. He's not speaking, but he's thinking, and he's saying, he's thinking like, did my brother ever had 3 eyes? Like, this is crazy. Like, he says the eyes of the werewood trees were a little bit like scary, but still the tree looked happy to see him. So when he says, did he always have 3 eyes? Bran answers and says, not always, not before the crow. And he says he opened up the third eye like this. And he touches Ghost, and then they go into another location where it looks like he thinks that he's going. It takes him to another scene where at first Jon thinks he's back at Castle Black, and then he realizes he's not. And then he sees that the whole large gathering of Mance's army. He sees the giants riding the mammoths, and he's like a little freaked out, which he should be, because he said it's more than he could ever anticipate. And then an eagle comes around and starts to an eagle or bird or something comes around and starts to mess with Ghost, and then he just wakes up. And then I didn't finish this chapter to reread it because I kept getting stuck on that. Because one thing is, how is it possible for a werewood tree or any tree to just sprout out within moments? And then I was thinking, well, if this was just a dream with visions, then I can understand, because we saw in the Mel chapter that Bloodraven can go into her dreams and actually change it. He took her glamour off and everything. But this isn't really a dream. This is a wolf dream, which means this is present time. So that's where I'm getting kind of stumped at, guys. So what I would love for you guys to do is to kind of help me out with it. Let me know, am I overthinking this? Am I missing something? Because clearly I am missing something, but I hope you guys will help me out. Write down in the comments below, is it a wolf dream, or is he having like a regular dream where he's entering his brother's dream? But then again, when Jon wakes up, Ghost is nowhere to be found, and he thinks that something has happened to Ghost, which makes me think, once again, this is not a green dream, but this is a wolf dream. And then Cornhan tells him, you had a wolf dream, and whoa, what if Benjen? No, he couldn't have, because he didn't have a wolf. Never mind. X that thought out. Sorry, I got too excited. But they happen to know about wolf dreams. Like, it's nothing like, oh, and then Cornhan's like, tell me what you saw. So I think this is pretty interesting, but I'm just curious to how this is that he sprouts out within moments. Like, in the story, they chopped down werewood trees and were mad, and not many werewood trees are around, yet we see that Bran can turn into a werewood tree and sprout out of a rock. So, which means Bran is a really powerful green seer, way more powerful than Bloodraven I think will ever be. But at the same time, I'm just curious. So what I want you guys, like I said again, is to write down in the comments below. Let me know, am I onto something? Am I reading too much into it? And also let me know if you kind of like this video idea where I just kind of throw out stuff that's been questioning or bugging me, and just talk about it so we can figure this out together. Like I said, two heads are better than one, but it's a bunch of us out there that really loves A Song of Ice and Fire, and I know you guys can help me out. So and also let me know if you guys are into this as well, where I'm asking you questions and we kind of have an interactive, because I'll make more videos like this, because within A Song of Ice and Fire, I'm usually have way more questions than answers, and half the time I'm wrong about half the stuff I think about. And even when I think I'm onto something grand, I'm probably not, because when I go to Reddit, years ago someone thought of it. But you guys are so smart that I know that I don't need to go to Reddit. I could just make a video and say, hey, help me out here. So once again, if you're digging this, thumbs it up. Let me know. Write down. Let's talk about it. Um, Once again, thanks for vibing out with me. You guys know that Clash of Queens is tomorrow. I gotta read up on a little bit more just to make sure, because I know I gotta bring it with my ladies. It's gonna be awesome. I really hope you guys can join. It's early, so you know it's not gonna really impact your day. You can still move around, do some things, but this is why I record in my room and not near the window because of that. But anyway, I'm just going to end this video because I don't want to be too long. So thanks for vibing out with me. Let me know once again if you enjoyed this. I feel like I'm repeating myself again. So see you tomorrow, right? Right, right. Oh, and tonight, do not miss it because Tink, James, and Jerry are going to be talking about Star Wars. They're going to break down the trailer, what they expect, what they're hoping for, what they hope doesn't happen. I'm really a newbie when it comes to Star Wars, so definitely I will be in there. You know, those chat rooms, like I said, is truly strong. The hype is real in there, and I love interacting with you guys in the chat room. I think that in the live streams that the chat rooms really makes it because of just the interaction with you guys. So I hope to see you guys there. And once again, thanks for vibing out with me. And I'll see you when I see you, right? Okay, bye.